Hello YouTube. Up until today, this is how I've been running my model trains. After today, this is how I'm going to run my model trains. So stay tuned, and I will be right back, and we can take a closer look. Alright, thank you very much for joining me again today for another video. At the introduction you saw my Model Power branded DC controller. That's what I have been using, probably for the past couple of months to run my videos. Or run my videos, what the heck am I talking about? Run my trains. Before that, I was using this. Just your standard old gold bronze colored Tyco power pack from the 70s. Worked just fine, but it tended to get a little bit hot. So I was just afraid that it would, cause some problems if left unattended. So I come across this other one for 10 bucks at a local train show, and it's been working pretty good. But I've been seeing people talking about DCC, and being able to run multiple trains on a simple layout without having to block off or section off the track into different electrical parts, and then switching, from section to section, so that you can run more than one train. And while I was considering setting that up, I really just it seemed like a lot of trouble for what I'm doing right here. And also too, you don't get any sound or anything like that, and the being able to turn off the lights, and it's just really cool from what I could see. And I did kick around some other stuff. This is very basic, the Bachmann Easy Command system. I wanted to go with the Digitrax, I believe it's a Zephyr, the one you can pick up for about anywhere from $175 to $200 or so. My understanding is it's way better than this, and I was going to get that, but two things bubbled up that made me kind of reconsider a little bit. One is I have no DCC locomotives. Well, this set gives me a DCC locomotive. The other thing is right before I was pulling the trigger on making a purchase, I had discovered that you can control your DCC with Arduino boards. And as being someone that works on computers and such, that kind of interested me, and it seemed like there was a good bit of research that would need to be done to make sure that was a good direction to go. But I really kind of wanted to get started now. So when I come across this, I was like, okay, this is the entry point, and 2, 3, 6 months from now, when I decide to go with something else, I can resell this, get a few bucks back, put that towards a different system. Maybe keep the locomotive, or maybe sell the whole thing. Maybe by that point I'll have more locomotives. So anyway, enough talk about that. So let's get this sucker unboxed and see what's going on in here. And just to let you know, I'm probably going to make 2, maybe even 3 videos about this, just to kind of break them up. So this video is going to be just an unboxing, just to show you what you should expect to find when you get the Easy Command digital command control system with the DCC equipped locomotive. Alright, so I'm going to pull the box out of frame for just a moment so I can get everything out. Alright, now I did get this used, and I did go ahead and open it and make sure everything was there and looked right. So I have some paperwork that's going to fall out of the bottom. Alright, so here's our styrofoam with all the components, and here's our paperwork. So let's start with the paperwork and let's see what we get here. So the first thing we get is a Bachmann registration card, and then we get a send-off for a catalog. My only gripe with that is you've got to pay for it. I think it would have been a nice touch if they'd give you one for free, but hey, you know, it is what it is. All right, and here's some notice information. I'll leave that there for a second. If you want to read it, feel free to pause. And in here is, for lack of better words, another notice. Actually, it says note. So I'll leave that there for just a second. All right. And then we get some information about the DCC locomotive. And we get an exploded diagram of the locomotive. All right. And then we get some warranty information. And here's some troubleshooting steps. And this is your quick start guide for operation of the Easy Command DCC system. All right, let's start first with what's in the box. So I'll move this over so I can reach it a little bit better. So we get the little plastic cover and the extra cards that go right here on the system. We get our power pack, no need in pulling that out. And then we get this cable here, which I believe is used to connect this unit to a standard Bachmann controller so that you can use it as an additional throttle. And then we have a few different options for connecting your DCC system to your track. And this one I'm not entirely sure what that is, or if it even originally came with the set. If anybody in the comments wants to let me know what that's for, it would be appreciated. All right, so we'll set that back in there for the moment. And here is the main piece. Here's some other information. Looks like it's, what is that? No, that's just a mail off again. All right, but here is the digital command control system. This is where you can program your up to 10 locomotives. I believe this one is where you control a regular DC locomotive. This will be your throttle. You can change your directions, select your functions so you can turn lights on and off and adjust and do different sounds. And then I guess just an emergency stop to make everything stop quickly. This is your input from your DC controller. This is going to be your power. And this is going to go to your track. And this is your I/O port. And I believe that is so that you can connect. They got these little base plates that you can set up on your layout so that you can add a throttle at various points on your layout. And I believe that is what that is for. So I'm going to put that back in. And the last thing we're going to look at is the locomotive. And I'm going to try to put this part back in screen. And I'm going to try to pull this out of here without bending up the rails or tearing up anything. And there we go. Not 100% sure what that locomotive is. Let me check something here, but I think that's... I'm going to step away for 1 second. You'll hear me bumbling around in the back. I may be wrong, but that looks like it could be a GP9 locomotive. Just from a quick look at it. I may be wrong on that. Again, if anybody knows in the comments, let me know, because I didn't see it on that exploded diagram, but I could have overlooked it. But anyway, here's the locomotive. Looks to be really good. It's a Rio Grande. I really like the color on that, black with the orange. And here are our trucks, and you can see here it's got DCC on board. Now I do not think this one has sound on it at all. In fact, if it did, I think it would have like little speaker holes here. Here's our backup lights. Here is our Easy Make coupler. And here's the other side. Everything looks good. Rails look good. And there's the Easy Make coupler again on the front. So everything looks to be in pretty good shape. Looks really nice. And my understanding from the person I got this from, it was only run once or twice and put back up. So everything should be working just great. Okay, I'm going to set this, just set this down right here. And we're going to stop this video right here so that we're not making it too terribly long. And in the next video, we're going to get all of this set up. And then we're going to test out this locomotive and see how it does. All right, well, thanks for watching. And stay tuned for part 2 that will come out in about a day or so. Thanks again, and happy model railroading.